we are gonna go ahead and get started. Don't want to delay any more time. We know that you can be doing many more things on this evening. You can be laying across your bed enjoying this evening. You can be at the grocery store sitting back watching some TV or just whatever, but you took it upon yourself to be on the call this evening to hear more about how you can get back on track with your credit, how you can become that homeowner in 2024, how you can walk into that wealth in 2024. So the person that invited you to the call, please do not take their time for granted. They invited you to the call because they wanted to share this opportunity with you. Everyone cannot get this opportunity, but they share this opportunity with you. That's why you're on this call on this evening. I want to just kind of share with you a little bit about myself and why and how I got started. My name is Christina Reed. I'm one of the top leaders in the company. I came into this platform not because my credit was not good. I came into this opportunity because life happened. How many of you all know life happened to each and every one of us? Whether you've gone through bankruptcy, whether you had to be a caretaker for someone else, whether it was a loss of a job, whether you went through a bad divorce, whether you end up losing a loved one. All of us went through something in our life, right? I came into this opportunity because life happened to myself. Life happened to my husband, my entire family. We end up losing our son in a tragic car accident in the age of 3, had over $35,000 worth of medical bills. I was not going back to work, had no intentions of going back to work. My husband was pretty much the breadwinner at the household. He was paying all the bills. He was paying the medical bills, but the amount that the hospitals wanted us to pay, we just couldn't do it. Make a long story short, I was introduced to this opportunity. The young lady says, hey, after looking at Facebook and everything that she was posting, she said, hey, I'm going to hold your hand every step of the way. If you follow my lead, follow the roadmap of the company, you will be able to see success getting back on your credit journey. I did exactly that. Was I a little nervous? Yes. Was I a little skeptical? Yes, I was. But guess what? I had nothing to lose. I jumped out there, decided to end up enrolling in the program. Within 6 to 9 months, some of those medical bills were deleted off my credit report. Within a year and a half, all of those medical bills were deleted off my credit report. I was able to see how this program worked for myself. I ended up signing up my husband for the program. He had some issues on his credit report that needed to be resolved. He was able to see success. I ended up signing up some of my former co-workers and some of my family members. They were able to see success on the credit journey. So everywhere I go, I'm sharing this opportunity with everyone because guess what? Everyone needs what we have. Everyone is looking to get back on track with their credit, even if your credit is at the high 700. We have individuals still coming to our program because they want to get their credit score even higher. The higher your credit score is, the lower your interest rate will be. So they're coming into our program to get a higher credit score so that they can have a lower interest rate on their home. So again, this program is definitely for you as well. So I want to go ahead and start sharing my screen with you and let you know why we are so excited about our program and why we're sharing this wonderful opportunity with everyone that we come in contact with. So if you can see my screen, put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you're able to see my screen. All right, thank you. We're going to start the slideshow, so I won't be able to see. I'll see the chat. But we are on Easy. That's the name of our company. We're powered up under the umbrella of Debt Cleanse. With On Easy, that's what we call our company because we say the process is very easy. If you follow the guidelines of what our company says and if you follow the roadmap, you will actually start seeing success on your credit journey. So our mission is 75 for all. And that's home ownership across the board. No matter what race you're in, no matter what your economical status is, no matter what your educational background, our mission is 75 for all. Can you put 75 in the chat? 75 for all across the line. We want to make sure everyone become a homeowner. So our goal is open doors. closing the minority home ownership gap, and changing the face of home ownership. So our vision is to help 1 million families become homeowners in the next 5 years. Now, guess what? That's what the company is saying, the next 5 years. But I am so serious to believe we're going to change the face of this within the next 3 years, because we're bringing so many people in and we're changing the trajectory of our community. So if you look at these two gentlemen in the front, the young man with the glasses on with his arms folded, that's George Newberry. He's our co-founder of the company. The gentleman with the baby blue suit on, that's Chet C. We call him Cha-Ching Chet. He's our president and CEO of the company. So I want to just kind of share with you some facts. Since the first venture in 1992, George is the young man with the glasses, he's been creating awareness for the need for change and equity of opportunity in housing. Chet Seeley, he's built $3 billion companies. Not one, not two, but $3 billion companies. So you already know he's the mastermind. He's another one of the masterminds behind our company. So with that, he's helping underrepresented and underserved in America to find financial security, stability, and strength. So our team, we're leading and helping a record number of families and individuals create wealth through the Own Easy home purchase process and the home ownership program. So our mission today, you can expect to get in so many areas. In the area of real estate, home ownership, VIP membership benefits, legal services, opportunity to become a 50-state federal law, and also to become a title representative. Get excited about all the knowledge that you're going to gain through this presentation on tonight. So again, 75 for all, we're powering through that cleanse. So within the next 5 years, we are helping 1 million people become homeowners. And how are we doing that? Just by disputing debt and resolving credit reporting errors. We're doing it by training and mobilizing community loan officers in every neighborhood. And also we're doing it by providing down payment assistance and financial education to our members. Put some fire in the chat if you're excited about this information so far. Let me see some fire. Get me excited. So how are we doing this? A lot of people, they always ask, well, is this really true? I mean, does it really work? How long does it work? It works, it's true, and we stand behind everything that we do. We're standing behind it through the consumer protection laws. Our consumer protection laws protect us through the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, the Fair Credit Reporting Act, the Real Estate Settlement Procedures Act, the Telephone Consumer Protection Act, and I'm sure that you all can probably contest with me. You all are probably getting phone calls all day throughout the day. Probably coming from 8 o'clock and 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning up to maybe 8 or 9 o'clock at nighttime. So guess what? If those individuals are violating those consumer protection laws, guess what? Our company is coming after them. Okay, and also you're protected by other state and federal consumer protection laws. So I always like to ask individuals, do you know or did you know? Take a screenshot of this. Our legal plan can assist with any and everything on your credit report, whether it's foreclosures, mortgages, credit cards, medical debt, repossession, eviction, auto loan, bankruptcies, child support, payday loans, garnishment, anything that's on your credit report. Guess what? We can assist you with it. But also, we also help that unmanageable debt. Do you know that at least 80% of Americans with credit cards, they worry about they're not able to make those minimum payments? Also, over 25% of Americans, they have trouble paying those recent medical bills. I can definitely contest to that because I was one of those individuals as well. Take a screenshot of this. If you walk away, or when you walk away from this presentation on this evening, if you walk away not gaining anything, make sure that you walk away knowing how your behavior affects your credit score. Know that you can walk away knowing how and why your credit score is going up and how and why your credit score is going down just by your behavior. So 35% of how your credit score is affected is through your payment history. Yes, your payment history. You want to make sure that you are paying your bills on time. One late payment can take your credit score down anywhere from 25 to 75 points. We know life happens, life be lifing, okay? We know money start acting a little funny at times. But if that being the case, make sure you're communicating with your creditors. Let your creditors know, hey, I know my bill is due today. I'm not going to be able to pay it, but I can come in next Wednesday and make a payment. Make sure you're communicating with them so they're not sending your bills to collection. You're still going to have to pay that late fee, but at least you don't have to worry about your bills going to collection. So definitely make sure that you're communicating. 30% of how your credit score is calculated is through the amount owed. How much do you owe on those credit cards? You want to make sure that you're staying up under that 30% utilization rate. Whether it's unsecured cards, whether it's secured cards, make sure you're staying up under that 30% utilization. We like to say if you can stay up under 10 to 15%, that's even better. But if you go over that 30% utilization rate, that will have a negative effect on your credit score. 15% of how your credit score is calculated is through your length of credit. How long have you had those accounts open? The longer you have those accounts open, the better it is. Creditors are looking at how long you're having those accounts open. Some of you may say, well, I don't use these accounts anymore. When I pay these cards off, I want to close them out. Please, please, please do not close those accounts out. If you're closing accounts out if you're closing accounts out in your behalf, your credit score will be affected. If your creditors are closing accounts out because you're not utilizing those accounts, your credit score is not affected. So I tell individuals, cut the card up, burn it, or whatever the case may be, but do not close those accounts out. The longer those accounts are open, you're having that credit history. You're keeping that credit history wide. And so definitely keep that line of credit open. 10% is your credit mix. What type of credit do you have? Is it installment loans or is it revolving loans? But you want to make sure that you have a mixture of both, installment and revolving loans. And last but not least, how your credit score is calculated is through your new credit. What type of new credit do you have? You want to be mindful when you're going out, people are not pulling your credit. You want to make sure you're not having people pull your credit no more than 1 to 4 times on a yearly basis. If individuals are pulling your credit more than that, that's affecting your credit score. We call those hard inquiries. So definitely make sure, you may go out to the car lot and someone say, well, what's your social security number? Let me see what your credit score is looking like. They're going to do what they need to do to get you a good interest rate. But by doing that, they may have to pull your credit 5, 10, 15 times. If you're going to look for an apartment, you're going here, you're going there, you're going there. Everywhere you go, they're going to pull your credit. Go to your bank and get pre-approved for that card. Okay? So be mindful about individuals pulling your credit, even when you're in the stores. I was like that in college. I was not educated about credit. I was allowing people to pull my credit just for me to get this plush bear, this silver pen, $10 off of a purchase or 25% off of a purchase. But guess what? It's not worth it. It's not worth it. So definitely be mindful how your behavior is affecting your credit score. Let's talk about the real cost of renting. And when I come in contact with individuals and they tell me that they're renting and they want to become a homeowner at some point, the first question I always ask, how much are you paying and how long have you been living there? And I want to know just to kind of have an idea of what they're saying. But I tell individuals, if you're renting an apartment, house, a condo, a townhome, if you're renting those things and it's in your name, guess what? You can definitely afford to become a homeowner. Some individuals say, well, I'm not sure. I'm so scared to step out there. You're renting every month anyway. You're paying that amount every month anyway. So why not become a homeowner? So let's say, for example, you're renting $1,500 a month. Every month for 1 year, you giving your landlord $18,000. In 5 years, you've given your landlord $90,000. In 10 years, you've given your landlord $180,000. Look at the amount that you're giving your landlord in which you're not able to write off on your taxes. You can't even file at the end of the year. God forbid if something happened and you need that money quickly, you can't even pull equity out of it. And if something happened to you and you're not able to will that down to your kids because you're renting. So why not become a homeowner and be able to benefit from all of your hard work and labor over the years? Look at the amount of money that you put into somebody else's pocket, and you can put that inside of your own home. That's a good down payment. That's a quarter of what you're already getting ready to pay. Look at $880,000 in 10 years. That's probably half of that mortgage right there. So definitely think about it. No, better yet, don't even think about it. Let us help you to become a homeowner this year. So I want to talk with you about the different phases of home ownership. So the first phase is your debt analysis. When you first come into our program, you're going to have a plan legal specialist who's going to manage the process to identify and dispute your debt appropriately and offer you a consultation. So again, once you first come into our program, they're going to look at your overall credit. They're going to look at your overall credit score, and they're going to guide you how you need to move forward so that you can increase your credit score, get those items deleted off of your credit report. Phase 2 is your credit dispute. The fastest way to improve your credit is by removing those negative remarks. Some individuals come into our program and they get so impatient. They want to see things over. They want to see things happen just like that. But guess what? This is not a microwave process. It's going to take time. You're working with a review report specialist who's going to quarterback the process just to help you get the job done. So again, they're looking at your overall credit report, sending out those dispute letters on your behalf, and getting ready to get you into phase 3, which is your debt escalation. With your dispute escalation, you're working with plan attorneys. Yes, plan attorneys. You're not working with little Pookie, Ray, Little Junior, or Junebug down the street. You're working with plan attorneys and also with your review report specialist. They are trained to pursue claims for violations on your behalf, and they're also looking for any consumer protection laws that's been violated. Okay? And those consumer protection laws that I talked about a couple of slides ago. So they're looking at everything overall that will benefit you and also removing those negative remarks off of your credit report. Phase 4 is your future management. This is where you're building strong credit, and it's an ongoing process as you continue to go through our program. Approximately every 45 days, the process is going to kick off again. Your review report specialist is going to analyze your report for new violations and initiate any legal actions as needed. You're going to get a text message. You'll get an email letting you know within that 45 days, hey, you got new scores. You have a new report. You're able to go in and see what your new scores are. You're able to see what your new report is, what's been deleted off your credit report, if there's anything new that's on your credit report. And you're able to set up an appointment with your review specialist so that review specialist can go over everything with you line by line to ensure you understand your credit journey. In phase 5, you're getting ready for home ownership. Put some fire in the chat. You're getting ready for home ownership. This is the process where you're discovering a variety of product loans, from your VA loans, conventional loans, FHA loans, all loans that's out there. We're looking at all those loans that's going to help meet your needs. And also, you're going to get help properly documenting your income, as well as benefiting from down payment assistance services that we have to offer you just by being a member within our program. Take a screenshot of this right here. I want to share with you our VIP membership benefit. And don't jump off the call right now. These benefits is not $1,500. It's not $1,500. This is what all of this is valued at. So it just lets you know all the services that we have to offer. This is the value of it. You're getting that consultation with legal and also an accredited attorney if need be. You're getting the debt analysis tool. You're getting the score stimulator and tracker. You're getting that credit boost in which you're able to report your utility bill, your phone bill, your cable bill in order to boost your credit score. You're getting those attorney dispute letters that's being sent off on your behalf. You're not sending out these letters. Our review specialists and attorneys, they're doing all of that. You get your monthly, you get all 3 credit bureau reports. Equifax, TransUnion, Experian. You get up to $1 million in stolen funds reimbursement, as well as family protection, which is valued at $25,000 in identity theft insurance. So all of that again is valued at $1,500. But just for you becoming a VIP customer today, put today in the chat. Put today in the chat. Just by you becoming a VIP customer today, you're only getting this for $149.90. This is a one-time setup fee, and it does include your first month membership. And every single month thereafter, you're only paying $89.95 for us to continue to work on your credit, but you're not in a binding contract. So let OnlyEasy handle all of the heavy lifting for you. I already talked to you about the VIP membership benefits. Take a screenshot of this screen as well. But our company is also throwing in additional bonus benefits. You're also going to get the budgeting and tax tools. You're getting your investment tools. So if you want to invest, you're able to get those tools as well. You get the student loan solution. So if you've gone through school or probably still in school and you've actually incurred some of those student loan debt, guess what? You can enroll in our program and be able to get help with student loans. And also we have that wealth management. A lot of individuals come into our program and want to walk into that wealth. So we're walking them through that wealth, showing them how they can actually gain and actually earn that money for their family and families to come. How many of you all like free? If you like free, put free in the chat. I know for me, if it's free, I always say it's definitely for me. So in order for you to get your services free, in order to get that $89.95 fee waived every single month, the only thing you have to do is refer 5 people. Refer 5 people. And once those individuals sign up and enroll in our membership plan, guess what? You get your services free. Do you have to enroll 5 people every single month? No, you don't. But just enroll 5 people and we'll make sure that they're signed up. I want to go over some testimonies with you. If you're on Facebook, you're definitely welcome to go ahead and go into our testimonial page. You're able to see various testimonies of individuals becoming homeowners, being able to get their dream car, being able to see their credit score go up, being able to see that bankruptcy falling off their credit report. Being student loan debt free. But I want to just share 2 testimonials of individuals that I definitely know for sure, and I can definitely testify to their testimonials. Here it is. We have Miss Kiawana. She's a single parent of a senior who's a basketball player. She came into this program because of her credit. She was actually wanted to become a homeowner. She was able to get items removed off of her credit report and being able to see her credit score being boosted up to 24 points. She's been in the program for quite some time, so I'm sure that her credit score has gone up even more than 24 points. So she also mentioned that the individual that shared this opportunity with her is a mortgage loan originator, and she is now walking into becoming a homeowner. She said this is the best decision that she's ever made. Also, we have the Farrells, Mr. and Mrs. Farrell. Rob Farrell is a finance manager in the auto industry. He faced credit issues, and one thing that he said, face what you're ashamed of. Face what you're ashamed of. That's deep. Because he was not facing what he was ashamed of, his wife actually encouraged him, and he joined this platform. He was able to get 97 negative items removed off of his credit report. And not only that, he was able to obtain $10,600 credit line. And right now he says this was the best decision that he's ever walked into. So there's so many other testimonies on our own Easy testimonial page on Facebook. So the person who invited you to this call on this evening, definitely make sure you ask them to invite you to our testimonial page. So I do want to say, become a VIP customer today. This will be one of the best decisions that you've ever made. So I want to go ahead and stop sharing my screen right now. I came up to talk to you about credit and how we can help you get back on track with your credit and help move you into home ownership. But right now, I do want to go ahead and turn it over to my business partner. He's a husband. He's a father. He's a motivational speaker. He's a life coach. He's a mortgage loan officer. He's a black diamond in our company. He knows 100% of the facts. He's going out in the community, changing the trajectory of lives within his community. He's helping his team, our company, move to that next level. He's taking us to the bank every Friday. So I do want to go ahead and turn it over to National Director, Coach Kev. Coach Kev, are you out there?
Absolutely. Oh, my Lanta, you said, you know all the information, man. Thank you so very much, Christina Reed. You guys just heard from top producing director, Christina Reed. If you got value, she's a founding member of this company. She's not only someone who I also get help from. So many different leaders all over the country get help from. Put fire emoji. Somebody put some heart emojis inside of the chat. I don't know about y'all, but every time I hear Christina do the presentation, it just reminds me of how important it is for us all to make sure we're watching our credit and not running our credit for anything, and everything. So you heard what she said about when she was in college. Don't act like she the only one did it. I did it too. You want to say 10%? Absolutely. Go ahead and run my card, run my credit, and then that actually hurts us in the end. So thank you so very much. If you're invited by Christina, I'm telling you right now, don't take her for granted. Did you hear me? Don't take her for granted. She's a mother. She's a wife. She's an amazing business partner and leader. So don't watch her continue to have success. Be a part of her success. She actually left me with the easy part. I get a chance to talk to you a little bit about the work from home opportunity, but I'm just grateful I get a chance to do this presentation with Christina, and you guys can actually hear why. Now, I want you to pay close attention to this information that I'm going to go over, because maybe you know someone who's not only putting themselves in a position to win, but they know other people that want to win. Let me share my screen. I'm sorry. I don't know what I just did. But I want you to know that it's possible, okay? Not only to help you get your credit score to the next level, but also get your life to the next level, own your life, okay? So the company is called Own Easy, powered by Declan's. What is our goal? To help you go from renting to owning, okay? Not only to own your home, but own your time, own your life, okay? It's important for you to know that there's so many ways that you can become successful, but becoming a loan officer in all 50 states from the comfort of your own home, that's next level. That is next level. And I'm not only a superstar. Christina's not only a superstar. The person that invited you is a superstar. Why? Because they thought about you to get you in front of this information that will potentially be life-changing for you. Okay? Now, a little bit about why this is important. Well, remember, hard work. It's going to take hard work. It's going to take consistency, just like everything else you do. What I'm about to show you is not a get rich quick. This is more like get rich slow, which is better than get rich never. So you got to make sure you're paying close attention. Why is this one slide you see in front of you so important? Well, the company got started in 2018, right? 2022 is when I started, Christina started, and quite a bit of other people. We're in 2024. We're going to hit critical mass. What does that mean? Let me give you an example of a company that's in critical mass. Amazon. Probably all of us have ordered from Amazon last year, at least once. What's another company that's at critical mass? Uber. All of us probably have been in an Uber or a Lyft. That's critical mass. Now remember, prior to Amazon getting started or getting into momentum, prior to Uber getting into momentum, nobody knew who Uber was. Nobody even knew what that was. Just like right now, more and more people are learning what Own Easy is, what Debt Cleanse is. And before it hits critical mass, you want to make sure you get started. See, one of the things you got to understand, one of the most important things about business is timing. Imagine if you had the opportunity to get into other business, any other business, at the right time. You made it. Now it's going to be up to you to make the right decision, because I'm telling you, in the next 2 to 5 years, I feel like it's already here, the momentum, critical mass is going to come. Here's why. There's a lot of people that's trying to buy a house. Now, if you know somebody who paying a lot of money in rent, put 2024 in the chat. If you know somebody who probably got bad credit, put 2024 in the chat. If you know somebody who want to make some extra money and start a new career, put 2024 inside of the chat. If you know somebody who would love to work from home, put 2024 inside of the chat. If you've been looking for an opportunity and you ain't even know where to go or where to start, put 2024 in the chat. Why am I telling you that? There's so many other people are the same way. Guess what's about to happen in the next 30 to 60 days? It's about to be tax season. Well, technically it is tax season. People are going to get their tax return, and it's 2 things that they're going to be doing besides the other stuff. They're going to invest into helping them improve their credit, just like Miss Christina Reed just showed you, or they're going to use the money for a down payment to own a home. But here's why this is important for you. You got to get started. You got to be a part of this company. Why? Because they're going to go somewhere. I promise you they're going to go somewhere. I had a guy message me today that just came back to the U.S. and he's like, hey, what's a good time to talk to you? I'm ready to buy a house. He's been seeing me promote about home ownership for a minute, but he's ready. And there's so many other people who will be ready. Now, it's 2 ways you can become an MLO, and I want you to just think about this. There's a traditional way, okay? Just like real estate agent, just like tax professionals, just like insurance agent. There's a traditional way you can do it. But most people want to do a better way. So the traditional route is simple, but difficult and expensive. Think about this. You have to go and pay for a 20-hour course and then pass the 20-hour course. Okay? If you fail, then obviously you got to pay and take it again. Then you're eligible, if you pass, to move over to the state exam. Now you got to pay some money, go through the state exam, pass, then you move to the next step. And in order to maintain your license every single year, you have to do continuing education. And one of you said, you know, Christina, I want to do this in 5 states. Well, you got to do continuing education in 5 states. You got to take 5 tests. You got to take 5 pre-license courses. And in most cases, most financial institutions, they almost force you to have an adequate credit score. So if your credit score is not good or you don't have a good enough credit, most financial institutions won't even bring you on. They won't hire you as an MLO. Now, for one state, to be licensed in one state, it'll cost you between $500 to $1,000 to become an MLO. It's very similar to real estate, right? Do I have any real estate agents up here? If you're a realtor on here, put realtor inside of the chat. Now, if you're going to do this the long way, the traditional route, right, it's going to cost you between $25,000 to $50,000. Think about that. That's a lot of money. Who would do that? A lot of people. Okay? So here's what you want to do. You want to put yourself in a position to win and do it a lot faster. Here's the better route. You could get enrolled with the person that invited you. Start the training. It's all on-demand training. Get your background check done. Start originate loans in all 50 states. And then remember the no list. There's no state exam. There's no state licensing. There's no continuing education. Now, we do have in-house compliance. We do have in-house things that you got to do. But I promise you it's straight to the point. Okay? Now, all my real estate agents on here, I'm just asking for a friend. For that one state that you're licensed in, just give me a ballpark figure. You got some guests on here. They want to know. How much did you invest to get your real estate license for that one state? I'm curious. Go ahead and put it inside the chat, my realtors. I see you, Eric. I see you, Tiffany. I see you, Ken. How much did you invest to get your real estate license in that one state? Or if you did two, put that amount. But I'm just curious. And I want you to put that in there because you're here for a reason. As an MLO, $1,300 Tiff had to pay, right? And how many states that is, Tiffany? One state, two state, three state? How many? Two. Okay, so that's about what? 7 foot, $650 each, right? That's something, right? Ken says total all in 1,400. Ken, how many states was that? How many states? One. What? That must be New York or California's over. Oh man. So that's pretty. That's a pretty penny. California, see? Different states it's more expensive than others. But you got to think about that. Ken was not going to let that stop him from getting his license. That's what he wanted to do. But guess what the realtors are thinking now? They know that they can double dip. Now they can maximize this. Because guess what happened to real estate agents all the time? They get people who's interested in purchasing a home outside of the state that they're licensed there. So guess what the real estate agents can do now? They can at least help them get a home loan, and they won't leave all that money on the table. Now let's talk about your role as a loan officer. Who would we be talking to and going after? Now we're going after everybody, but we definitely want to help the low to moderate income families. We want to help people who are trying to get FHA loan, VA loan, definitely conventional loan, jumbo loans. You want to go after those as well. Those are the $1 million deals. And then also, what if they already own a home and they want to refinance? Those are individuals that you can help refinance. One of the things that I love about this Capital Federal Credit Union versus other companies is that they do manual underwriting. Now, those of you who've been in real estate, you know how powerful that is because it's usually a computer. The computer going to say approve or deny. And the fact that there's a human element, I love AI, but not for this. The fact that there's a human element makes all of our life a lot easier. We can help more people, right? And as a loan officer, you get assigned a loan buddy, okay? The loan buddy works directly at the credit union, and they're going to hold your hand throughout the entire process. They're actually working on a brand new onboarding system that is faster, quicker. And I love it because there are so many people enrolling that everybody's excited to help so many people. And remember, the timing of right now, right? You're right now about to get hit with a tsunami of prospects. Why? Again, tax season. And these people will have the money. They're either going to give it to you or they're going to give it to somebody else. Okay? You'll be able to earn commissions in all 50 states. And then also, remember, we have a partnership with Capital Federal Credit Union, which is a federal credit union. This allows us to be able to do these loans in all 50 states, not one state at a time, like a real estate agent. Now, remember, you can do this part-time or full-time. So if you got a job, keep your job. You got kids, keep your kids. You got a spouse, keep your spouse. If you got a dog, keep your dog. Just do this between the cracks of your schedule, because the fact that right now in 2024 you can do this from home with your cell phone, I think it's next level, man. Now, remember, there's going to be two things happening. You as a loan officer, you're going to be helping a client gather their documents and gather information. And then as they gather the information, you will not only be the person that is going to be holding their hand somewhat, but you're also going to leverage the loan buddy. Why is that important? Well, because you don't know everything. Not everybody's like Ken. Not everybody's like Tiffany, where they have experience as a loan officer. Well, not a loan officer, experience in real estate, right? And real estate agents, they got a somewhat of an easier job. The terms are the same. They understand the process that the client go through. But maybe you don't know anything about home loans. You don't know anything about helping people get these home loans. So our responsibility is to help the client complete the 1003 mortgage application. Also help them gather documents. What kind of documents? Maybe they need to help get their W-2. Maybe they need to get their tax return. Maybe they need to get certain things to help them position themselves to get ready for the loan. Now, what's the loan buddy's responsibility? They're going to be helping you every step of the way. Maybe you got questions for the loan buddy. Okay? Now, I want to share something with you. The loan buddies are super, super busy. So when you're helping your client complete the 1003 application, do just that. Help them complete the 1003 application. And don't worry, there's a video that explains how to take them through it. Why? Because once the loan buddy gets involved, you don't want them to say, hey, Mike, you got to upload one more document. Hey, Mary, you forgot to get the credit report. Hey, you don't want any of that. You want to have your I's dotted and your T's crossed. Right? Why? Because they're going to finalize and submit the loans on your behalf, and the loans are going like that. So here's what you want to do. Not only plug into the trainings every Tuesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, there's going to be a live training where an expert will not only answer your questions that you have, but guide you on what you need to be focusing on as you build your business. Now, I spoke about real estate agents earlier. Now, real estate agents, I know some of you know this, but if I talk to 10 real estate agents, 9 of them have no idea about this. That means you can actually double dip, meaning you can make money as a real estate agent and as an MLO on the same exact transaction. Now, this law was amended in 2022. Most people have no idea about it. But you as a realtor or you as just an individual, you can tell a real estate agent that. I'm not a licensed real estate agent, but when I tell this to realtors, I've never seen a real estate agent to say, I don't want to make double money. I've never seen that. Right? Why do you think Ken is on here? Why do you think Tiff is on here, right? They know exactly the importance of double dipping, but you want to make sure you're helping your clients at the end of the day. Now let's talk about the money, and then I'm going to be done, okay? So remember, the payment goes out on the 1st and the 15th when you originate loans, okay? So let's say, for instance, you wanted to help people acquire home loans. Your first to your 10 transactions, there's going to be a split. 65% for you, 35% for the loan buddy. The next 10 transactions, it'll be another split. 75% for you, 25% for the loan buddy. You see the pattern? You're getting paid more, the loan buddy's getting paid less, and you're getting more experience. But why is that? Remember, they have a vested interest in you having success in your clients getting approved for these home loans. Now, I want you to remember something. Your 21st transaction on is going to be an 85-15 split. 85% for you, 15% for the loan buddy. Okay? Now, I'm going to give you some money examples because I know men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Let's just look at the first one, that 65%, right? For some of you, that's believable. Okay? So, imagine this is a $250,000 home loan, right? You have 3 separate families get the home loan, okay? And remember, it's 100 basis points. So you and the loan buddy are splitting that 1%. 65% for you, remember? 35% for them. Now imagine you have 3 families. That's $4,875. Now, for some of you, you're like, what? From your house, you can do this. Now, what if you want to dial it all the way back and say, well, Coach, what about if I just do one a month? Well, for $250,000 home, that's about $1,600. Now, here's why I love that. You didn't have to go get another job. You didn't have to go work overtime at your job. And you're helping build generational wealth for somebody. I think that's critical. Now, I'm not going to go over 8 homes or 16 homes. You guys see what that is. But I want to go over where you're going to start off at the 65%. And I'm telling you, it's lucrative. Now I'm going to go into 2 separate slides, right? Well, the first part, I'm going to talk about the bonus pool. That's for those of you who want to build a team. So if you decided to build a team, right? Remember, this is no different from EXP. This is no different from a Keller Williams model, right? You can get paid with your team. When they make money, so will you. If you're familiar with EXP, put me in the chat. If you're familiar with Keller Williams, put me in the chat. It's no different. This is just like that, but it's on the loan side. Okay? So on the bonus pool, again, that gets paid out at the end of the month, but when your team get paid, so will you. Now I want to give you a disclaimer on that. You want to make sure you at least originate at least one loan a month to get paid out on that bonus pool. That's critical. Okay? You got to be producing as well as your team. You got to at least do one a month for that. Now, I want you to look at this, because this is, in my opinion, crazy good. Imagine if you decided to build a team. Okay? What if you brought on Ken? And then Ken goes out and he finds someone who want to get a $250,000 home loan. You didn't talk to the person. You didn't vet them. You didn't ask them about their credit. You didn't do it. Ken did it. But because you brought Ken on, you're going to generate a $250 bonus. What if Ken helps someone get a $500,000 home loan? Remember, he's going to split that 1%, right? So that $5,000 between him and the loan buddy, but then you're going to make $500. You see the pattern? What about if he gets an $800 home loan done, right? You guessed it. It'll be $800 for you. And then you be thinking to yourself, well, shoot, I need to go get 9 more people like Ken. Yes. Now you have a total of 10 leaders helping just one family. That means because you brought them all on, you just brought in $2,500. Now that's not going to pay all of your bills, but I know at least your mortgage or your rent, something's going to be paid. What about $5,000? This income is predictable. Okay? Again, it's no different from Keller Williams and it's no different from EXP. But this is an opportunity for you to build a team if you want to. Now, is it mandatory for you to recruit or attract people? Absolutely not. You don't have to. But it's definitely important for you to share this with whoever wants to do it. And whoever wants to do it, do it. Think about the guy I was telling you earlier. I messaged this guy since December. Beginning of December. No, actually, the end of November. It was around Thanksgiving when he reached out to me. And then I've been following up with him in December. And just today, what's today? The 18th? Today's the 18th. But today is the day he's messaging me saying he's ready to buy a house. Why? Because I was planting the seed for him. So that's all we do. We're farmers. We plant seeds. We look for people who need help buying a home. And we're looking for people who also want to be a part of the solution, helping people buy a home. Now, what should you be doing while you're waiting on your background check, while you're waiting on your fingerprints, while you're waiting to get hired by the bank, and while you're actually fishing and connecting with people? You should be getting everybody you know in front of this information. You should be enrolling influencers, which are business partners, and also members. Because, quite frankly, you're going to run into individuals that have credit issues. What are you going to do with that? You're going to roll them on that program you heard Director Christina Reed just go over. Why? Because that's going to be the system and the fund of them, too, helping you get the home loan. Okay? It's very, very important. And then also you want to build, of course, a massive residual income. Now, if you're asking what's in it for you, let me tell you. By the time I get to the 3rd bullet point, I should stop, but I'm going to keep going. Okay? You're going to get 2 websites. You're going to get one to enroll customers or business partners, which you don't have to pay anything extra for that. It comes with your enrollment fee when you get started, right? You're going to get training. You're going to get support. You're going to get a mentor, okay? Also, you're going to get a separate website in case you have an individual who wants to start building credit. Maybe they need to get a secure credit card and you don't want to send them to their bank. They can get that from you. Yeah, you'll make some commission, but again, you're going to be the person that's providing the solution for your prospects and your clients. You're also going to have access to a group. The group will have, and you heard Miss Christina Reed talk about it, there's a group for just testimonials that you can have access to. You're going to get support. But it's the one I was telling you next. Just this one point alone should be enough that's in it for you. You'll be able to originate loans in all 50 states. That's why you're here. Literally. Think about that. You can't do that anywhere else. This is an amazing opportunity because we have everything that created a one-stop shop. Okay? What's the other thing? What happens if your credit is not the best? You can actually get on the credit program. You can leverage the same program that the clients have. What about if you want to create another stream of income? Everybody want to do that now in 2024. Actually, it started very aggressively. So I've been working from home since 2017, 2018. 2020 is when the world caught up. Why? Because we know what happened in 2020. And a lot of people wanted to work hybrid, right? They wanted to work from home only, but then their jobs make them work from home and work at the job because they got a small taste of how it feels to make money from home. You're going to have that opportunity to not only work full-time on your job, but work part-time on your fortune till eventually this opportunity allows you to walk away from your job. Ever since I walked away in 2018, 2017, I never looked back. I'm actually unemployable. And I want you to know we're going to put you in a position where you can do the same exact thing. Now, maybe you don't know how to find customers or how to find business partners or what to do. There's going to be free training for you. Every Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, there's training. All you have to do is show up. You don't have to pay anything extra for that training. It's going to come with your membership when you get started. Now, remember, to get started, it's just $249. You heard Ken. You saw Tiffany show you how much they invested for 1 or 2 states. Imagine you having the opportunity to become a licensed MLO for $249. Think about that. Now, I'm telling you right now, if you go to the website right now, it actually says $399. So the price is going up. And even if somebody says for one state, it's $600 or $800, people will pay it. They'll pay it. Why? Because this is something revolutionary. Okay? Maybe they won't do it for one state, but 50 states? Oh man, sign me up. Now here's what I want you to do. Even though it's $399 on the website, you're going to get a promo, Early Bird 23. It has to be in all caps. Now you're basically saving, about $150? Now don't go ball out of control in Walmart with this $150. Take that $150 and take care of your background check or your NMLS fee. Because remember, you're going to have your own NMLS license directly from the federal government. We can't discount that. That's just what it is. Now, when I saw this, I said, well, how long do I have to invest this $89 a month? When they said, well, they got this thing called 5 is free. I said, I can find 5 people that want to buy a house that got bad credit. I can find 5 people or 3 people who want to become a business owner, who want to make money from home. So I enrolled 6 people in like 2 days. You can do the same exact thing. And they have this thing called the accelerator bonus. When you get to 10 people, you basically, so if you say to yourself, man, coach, how can I make $1,000 next week? You just sign up 10 people, you're going to make $1,171. Because there's a way that you can make weekly income. When you sign up customers and business partners, you get paid. But this accelerator program, I love it. I love it. Think about this. When you enroll just 3 people, customers, maybe you know a real estate agent, that's 1. Maybe you know a tax person, that's 2. Maybe you know somebody who needs help with their credit, that's 3. You just got ROI. You return on investment. That means you got your money back from what you invested. Why is that critical? Well, in business, 2 things, timing and you want to get ROI. So when you enroll your first 10, you're good to go. Now, why is this slide important? Well, we're doing a 1-day event, February 24th, between 10 to 6. This is where all of the top leaders from all over the country will be training you. Now, why is this super relevant? Well, because it's going to cut your learning curve. Everything that you would have learned, it would take you a year, you'll be able to learn it in 1 day. This is why you want to make this event. We have hundreds and hundreds of people that's already registered. And we're going to be doing watch parties all over the country. I'm doing one down here in South Florida. It's going to be one going to be happening in Texas. I think Ken said he's in California. We're going to figure one out in California, Louisiana, North Carolina, South Carolina, Michigan. You name it. You want to be at this watch party. And all you got to do is get with your mentor. They'll send you the link to get your ticket. Everyone has to get a ticket, but it's going to be monumental. And remember, you're going to learn. You're going to hear the nuts and bolts. You're going to hear from leaders. You're going to hear some powerful success stories that's going to literally hit you to the core in your heart. And it's going to give you the belief that you can do this as well. But for tonight, your next real step is to get enrolled. And I'm going to unshare my screen and I'm going to tell you this one last story. I remember being in a situation where I went to school and not having enough. I remember being in a situation where I went to the grocery store. Well, let me ask you a question. You ever been to the grocery store, whether it's Walmart, Publix, wherever you are, and you had to check your account before you went to the conveyor belt? Anybody ever had to do that? If you've ever had to do that, put me in the chat. What about your kids asking you to help you, asking you for some money because they had field trip and you couldn't do it? That was me. That was me. What about being in a situation where you don't have any money on your credit cards and you know you had like an extra $10 available on a credit card, but you squeeze that card and you squeeze that gas until it overdrawing your credit card because you don't know when the next time you're going to have money to pay your credit card? That used to be me. If you know exactly what I'm talking about, put me in the chat. If you've ever been in a situation where you have family calling you and you can't help them and you feel bad, put me in the chat. I just thank God for this opportunity because I don't have to do that anymore. And I don't know who I'm talking to, but remember, you were designed to be the lender, not the borrower. Everybody is doing this. And you don't want to wait. Because if you procrastinate on this, there's somebody else that's going to talk to the people that you should be talking to. And they're going to say, I'm already in. And you're going to be like, I should have listened. Well, this is your opportunity to get started. Don't look left. Don't look right. If you don't have the money, go find the money. We all found it for the holiday season. Go find it. Go borrow it. Put it on your credit card. Remember, you're going to get your money back. You just got to follow the simple system. And if you put yourself in a position to win, if you have faith, if you look at this long term, remember, this is not get rich quick. You will have success like anything else that you do. But remember, as you're learning, you're earning. And this is something you can be excited about. The fact that you'll be able to help other people own homes and also make money to me is a win-win. So your next step is get back with the person that invited you. They'll send you the online application. They're going to give you the promo and then get started. And then immediately, right? If you need help with your credit, start the credit process for yourself. If you need help with learning how you're going to make your first $1,000+ they're going to do a game plan with you to show you how you're going to make your first $1,000. And all you got to do is follow the simple system and stay plugged in. But I'm telling you right now, I showed you at the beginning, the timing is important. There's so many people that want to become a homeowner. And I'm telling you, you're going to see. Y'all know when they get this money during tax time, they rich for about 2 weeks. And if you don't position yourself to help them, they're going to blow their money when they could be a homeowner and they can start working on their credit. They're either going to go through you or they're going to go through the person that invited you. You want them to go through you. Okay? We're doing another Zoom just like this tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you want to plug into that and you want to get back with the person that invited you. I want to take this time to thank Miss Christina Reed, founding director Christina Reed, for breaking down the membership. We appreciate you and everything that you do. And I want to thank you for taking the time to hop on this Zoom to hear how this life-changing information can potentially change the whole trajectory of your life if you allow it to. I am Coach Kev, top producing national Black Diamond director. And if you follow everything we're telling you to do, we'll be able to meet you at the TOP. Have a good night, guys. We love you. Let's go. Let's grow. And we got to go.
Thanks again for watching another video with Stand Up Men. I am your host, Sherman Owens. We also would like to ask that you please hit that like and subscribe button if you like the content just like this. Also, check in that description box for the freebies.